Hey everybody, I'm APH. Welcome back to the City of Crispy Bacon and Kingdoms Reborn. Now, this episode was meant to come out before the colonial version of this, but due to events, I actually had to backtrack and re-record this not once, but twice. The first time, I changed the setting in OBS. The second time, OBS had an update and changed the setting. Nonetheless, I am finally here to release what should have been released last night, but as a most epic fail, we're going to get started. Now, I've actually learned some things by doing this a couple of times, and I got to tell you, we're going to start up here with our actual town hall. What I learned is we don't have enough laborers to actually maintain our actual supply of food. Something that I really kind of underestimated. I felt that the actual haulers were going to do the job, but the reality is they're not. Let me grab this card before we get going and actually get a wild card. Nothing terribly useful in there. Let's go ahead and roll it, and we're going to go ahead and pass on everything in there. So if we look at the job statistics, we have 32 pig farms, and in order to maintain the change of the season, harvesting all of them, we probably need at least 40 laborers in order to maintain. And what this is going to do is this actually going to put us about 70 workers behind in total. Yeah, 40. We'll leave it right there. That'll probably get us a decent start. Let's go ahead and do something that I really, I want to see some technologies this episode. But again, it's an epic end to an epic journey. Kind of a little bit of a different intro getting going. Let's go ahead and speed it up to 4 so we can kind of get things actually moving. For trade companies, we're going to place this guy here, and what we're going to place there is some sort of food. Taking a look at the actual cards, well, nothing too useful. Let's take that reroll. And what I'm looking for is an actual a goldsmithy. Oh, we haven't actually researched it yet. So we will research that soon. This is something that I didn't actually know. And what it actually unlocks is something actually really phenomenal, and I had completely overlooked it. Yeah, scrolling in, I can't scroll in at that time. Let's upgrade all of the intensive care. Let's go ahead and get the brick that we can get, and let's check our cards real quick as we're looking for a few different things. Yeah, don't need the beekeeper, don't need the brewer, don't need the logistics, don't need anything in there. And with our next research, we can go ahead and pick up the goldsmith, and I'll show you kind of what I saw. And then we're gonna get the theater, and then we're gonna come back for cattle and then chocolates here. Now, my brain doesn't always work right. I'm a little bit special there, so that may not go in the order that I actually planned it, just to let you know. Concrete, let's go ahead and drop this factory like right in here. We'll get a warehouse right here. And as for our actual scholars' offices, let's switch those over to productivity. And then once we get back to the start, we'll go ahead and bring them all into the Enlightened Age. Yeah, there was 2 of them that weren't. And look, they're not actually working. That tells you that we have a problem. And as for our glass production, sand that is, let's go ahead and drop a productivity in there. We really don't need the frugality in there. Money is definitely not an issue. And as we get more productivity, we're going to continue to drop them in there and even bolster that up even further. Let's check our cards real quick. Again, absolutely nothing worthwhile except for that trading company. Yeah, nothing too useful in here. Yeah, not seeing anything. And, well, we'll grab that pig ranch and just place it over. We'll place it over right here and just kind of start filling in this neighborhood. Yeah, I'm liking that. Let's slow down time just a little bit so I can actually zoom a little. Yeah, we should be good now. Goldsmith is just about to finish. Our actual trade finished, and let's grab the theater, set up the actual trade here. Again, we want to import. We just want some sort of food source that is something we don't have. Let's grab coconut. In the next one, we'll try to grab something like oranges or papaya, something that we don't have. And what I figured out is Instead of trying to type, just using the arrow up with the shift key works a lot better, as you're not trying to actually fight the every time something ticks, it refreshes that. All right, let's grab what's in our cards, make sure we're not missing anything. Nothing too useful in there. Hit another mint. That's ironic. I was hoping for another trade company, of which we didn't get. So the mint, let's place it right here, and when it builds, I'll kind of go over what it does. Again, did not know that this was a thing. With that, we get the theater. We're going to go ahead and research chocolatier next. We will take this theater, and apparently we have a trade company there. Let's go ahead and plop it down here. And let's check our card real quick. Again, nothing, taking the free reroll. We'll take that trade company. We'll drop it down right here because that is going to be what we bring gold in with. So the theater, well, right now, our entertainment is at 82%. This is absolutely mind-blowing, guys. I never would have even imagined this. Right here, we have a service quality of 125%. Dropping it there, it's going to take probably like 2-3 minutes to build. So we'll give that a second. An actual gold smelter. This smelts the ore into the bar. This is what actually led this whole entire thing. Let's grab that, and we're going to place it right here. And what we'll do is when this one builds, we're going to use this one to bring in ore. We're going to use this one to bring in something else. And it's going to be what we actually get going with. We want a mushroom farm here. Speak of the devil, we only need one of you. And right here you go. Excellent. Oh, they're starting to build. Oh, this is probably going to like take every bit of brick and stone that we have, and that's fine. And speaking of brick and stone, what I haven't done the entire season so far. Come on, click. Thank you. 87 houses, not enough for all of them. Now, I wish that it placed an actual chimney, like a brick chimney on the houses, so I could recognize like which ones are upgraded and which ones are not. But it doesn't. Something we'll have to keep an eye on, and we're starting to accumulate some actual productivity books. Let's go ahead and upgrade the magic mushrooms to concrete so that we get a few more. And with that, we get chocolate. Let's get the cattle ranch. Yes, we want the card. No, we don't need to set up anything at the moment. Now, the mint. Very basic. We need to actually be able to upgrade it first, but it turns 58 bars into 3,800 money. With 2 productivity books, it's 52. Once we upgrade the actual production, we're up to 62. With enough concrete, it's going to be even higher. So with all of the bonuses, I am thinking that we could easily get this up to about 14,000, something which is blows my mind, as when we upgrade to the industrial age, the amount of gold that it uses is not going to be that much more. So let's import gold, and we just need to import the ore. And so we're at 14.2 basically for the ore. We're going to import 1,000. We should, yeah, we already put a warehouse over here. That's right. And let's bring this up to the current age so we have no trade fee with it. And what it's going to do is over here, it's going to change the ore into bars for us. Let's go ahead and upgrade this the way we can upgrade it. Again, we need more bricks. That was kind of our own doing there. Upgrading all of our houses. We should have probably waited on that. So the team just produces faster. Let's go ahead and take the cattle ranches, and we'll take we don't need fertilization. Let's take scientific theory so we can head for social science. That seems like it's a good idea. And for the actual cattle ranch, we're going to place it right here. And we're going to skim through these cards real fast to try to not get any wild cards. It's been the theme of this episode is, well, no wild cards. And I got to tell you, in the next series, I do plan on using wild cards. Speaking of the next series, it's I have something planned for in between. I want to take a look at ClanFolk by Minimax Games. Absolutely amazing RimWorld style game. I am blown away by it. Let's place this cattle right here so it gets the effect of the granary. The chocolatier, we're going to want... Oh man, I can't place that there. We'll place the chocolatier over here because those two cattle should supply it everything we need. And then we're going to need a trade company over here to bring in the actual chocolate. Cocoa, that is. Coca. Yeah, nothing in here. We got to wait for the actual another trade company. This one right here, let's go ahead and upgrade it as far as we can. And let's bring in, I'm thinking oranges. And we'll bring in, again, try to keep and maintain a stock of 1,000. So what I was talking about is I'm gonna look at ClanFolk. It's a medieval Scotland-based rim world without the constant combat. Decreases input. That seems pretty good. We still need concrete to bring it up to the industrial age, but right now we're using 11 gold to create 63 gold bars. So we need a little bit of concrete to get that working. Our concrete factory is not working. Let's drop a sustainability and a productivity in there, and let's go ahead and prioritize it so we get some concrete going. And then maybe we can do what we want to do. Speaking of doing what we want to do, let's not open the actual tray technology. Let's buy some concrete. No, it's expensive, but I mean, yeah, 11,000, but I mean, we're over 300,000, so it's not a huge issue. Let's drop this pig right here, and let's see if we have a trade company in here. Not in this round. Not in this round, and nothing in there. Let's take that free reroll. Come on, guys. I don't want to use my actual scholar's office to get a card, and I don't want to bring like one of these guys. I don't want to use one of these guys to, you know, bring chocolate over. And on this, I have a speed. I'll tell you what, we rake through the cards quick enough that it really doesn't matter too much. And hey, our theater built. Now we were at, I believe, 88 for entertainment. And just that one theater building, we're at 125 for entertainment. Granted, we have 23 guests right now. I have seen one theater with 400 to 500 people, and it is absolutely astonishing. Let's get this trade company right here. Get an actual warehouse right here. And then this right here, let's go ahead and upgrade what we can upgrade. We don't want to do the industrialization yet, but we'll up the budget and drop 2 productivity books in there. Seems about like what we should do. Now, for this, let's do this one first. We are at 69 bars for just shy of 7,500. Need I say more? What we are turning is, we're turning 11 gold into 63 bars, which is almost enough to do a run. And that 11 is roughly about 150, 160. For less than 200, we are turning that into basically 7,500. And this will only get better as we upgrade this even further. I mean, with concrete, we are actually over the 69 mark. And again, only 13. That's still less than 200. And how can we upgrade it even further, you ask? Well, we can get the engineering office, which is 10%. Industrial technology, which is 30% all the way upgraded. We can get industrial agriculture, which is 15%. And if we had 4 of them, we would get a boost from the building combo. Actually, if we had 8 of them, it would get a 15% from the building combo, 15% from the adjacency. There's 30% from the technologies. That's 60. And then from our actual engineering office, we would get 70% bonus just from that. I could foresee that we could have this up with 2 motivation books as I get on the right thing. 2 motivation books plus all of the adjacencies. We could have this up around 400%. See this number? 400% would be over double. We'd be around 15K. absolutely phenomenal, and it still upgrades with electricity, so you never know. Oh, we have a wild card. We know what to do with that. And let's check our technology as it's just screaming through there. Now, I want electricity is what I want. And I want social science. Now, granted, we'll go social science first. On 10 times, it should be like 3 minutes, which should lead us back to the actual industrial to electricity. Our chocolate is ready. Our actual trade company, we can bring that up to speed. Yeah, that's good. And we want actual coca. Let's close out all of our spam. And we want to probably maintain about 1,000. That seems about right. And for this, let's go ahead and upgrade what we can upgrade. And milk will be easy. That will be the easy part because the cows are already, full. So they're going to be producing the needed milk. It's just the cocoa, and the trader will bring that in. Okay. On to, we've started to get concrete. We've started to get some other things. We're going to shortly see level 7 houses. And speaking of that, we have 88 houses. That means our population can roughly go up 88 people. Not thinking this is quite enough. We probably need a couple of houses. Let's place 4 houses in here after we check our cards. Another pig is always good. Nothing too useful in there. And nothing really useful in there. I actually picked up another one while I was yapping. Again, absolutely nothing. So if we place some houses in here, we'll just go ahead and go this route and just drop 4. Yeah, check that out. That will bring us in another, 7 people once they're upgraded. So another 28 people. That will help, at least bring out some of the people that we need. And hey, we're getting our first level 7 houses. Let's go ahead and boost this and go ahead and bring it up to the industrial age. Social science is about halfway done. Check our card real quick. Again, absolutely nothing in there that's worthwhile other than, hey, we could buy another mint. And we could really min-max that. And maybe I will do like an episode because I know. So the next challenge is a 1 city challenge. No trade, no colony, 1 city challenge. That's going to be a start condition of the tropics. But after that, I have both the actual desert to do, and I have the tundra to do. And the start conditions of the desert might be conducive to doing early trade with gold, but the actual tundra is where all the gold is. And we could find a spot up there where we might get enough gold to make a gold town. Again, nothing in here. We'll take the market just because I think we're going to, when we get past social science, we're going to come back for industrialization on our way to electricity, which will mean we'll pick up a steel mill and an industrial iron smelter. Both require 10 workers. And I'm thinking that we're going to have to place it up here as we're kind of running out of room. We just don't have a whole lot of space left. All right, checking our cards. Absolutely nothing in there that we want and nothing in there that we want. All right, we'll grab the extra. No, let's not grab the chocolates here. Here's the thing. Yes, magic mushrooms, it takes 2 of them to actually maintain. But clothes, we have 1 tailor is maintaining all that clothes. Vodka, yeah, it takes 2 to actually maintain that. Now it says we only produced 386 last year when we consume more. It's weird. Glassware, we have 1. This 1 glassware right here, which isn't even upgraded all the way, is an absolute trooper. Let's get rid of that frugality and let's go ahead and pop a productivity in there. Let's check how much concrete we have and see what that does. Look at that. 93. Now, if we do the same over here, what does it take? It takes 19, so glass should be on the up and up. That's the ultimate, And then once we get these upgraded, it will be even better yet. Let's go ahead and queue up the harvesting of these stones. I just think they're ugly there. And we should probably gather these stones just because I don't really like the way they look. Now, sharing is caring. Absolutely horrible card for a nothing playthrough, we can grab the pig and we might actually place that down. Nothing in here worthwhile, and nothing in here worthwhile. Let's take the spin. Again, don't need anything, as we now know one theater is enough to actually maintain our whole entire civilization. Yeah, look at that, 25 people in there. And again, our entertainment sitting at 122. Who needs more than that? Who needs it? Now we can get job happiness up a little bit higher, and we can get housing up a little bit higher. And that is something that I want to min-max in the next playthrough, because if I looked at appeal, I could have probably did that in this one. Let's grab that trade company and let's place it right in here. And what we're wanting, well, yet another food. We want to continue to expand this list. Now in our technology, let's go ahead and get industrialization now that we have social science. It'll only take like a minute and a half, and let's go ahead and switch all of our actual scholars offices. Well, okay, so not all of them, because the motivation book actually costs quite a bit more, and that's even with the 2 sustainability. So I am thinking let's go ahead and keep these 2, and let's go ahead and remove the other 2, and let's go ahead and bring these 2 up to the industrial age. And then this one and the one over here, we'll go ahead and toast it just to give us some extra laborers back, and we'll go ahead and drop those back in our archive. Oh, they have market in there. Yeah, let's drop those there. Let's place our pig up here. No, not in there. Let's place our pig right here. This kind of fills out this area, and maybe place one right in here. Then we're kind of at our world's edge here until we get out of the actual area. Ah, this one's ready for me. Let's bring this up to actual speed. And now this one was doing coconuts, this one was doing oranges, this one needs to be on. Let's do papaya. And again, just move that right up to 1K. Absolutely going to keep us full on papayas for a while. Just want to keep moving this list as big as possible, because every single one of those represents a food happiness point. Well, it's about 2% per food. Excellent. That's moving along. About to get industrialization. We're starting to get some level 7 houses. Look at that. We don't actually have enough as we're moving that. Wow, we just went through 80 some houses to level 7 that quickly. But as we do it, I mean, we actually have room for more people, as you know, that was what, 88 total people. And let's look through our cards real quick. Nothing in there. We probably should have taken that hauler, but I missed it too quick. Nothing in there, nothing in here that we want. And could possibly take another theater, but I don't think it's very necessary. And again, nothing in there. The mint, as I said, I think that's another type of episode where we specialize that, and nothing in here that we want. Let's go ahead and pass on that and pass on this one. Let's go ahead and drop this market right here. And we're going to go ahead and pick up electricity next. Now we do want the iron smelter. We're going to go ahead and plop it down right here. And we want the steelwork, and we're going to place that like right in here. Now we'll need a warehouse in here just to kind of maintain it, and we'll set these each as a production of 1,500 each. This way, they can both share that one warehouse. Now we will have to go and get rid of the old school. Oh man, look at all the ants bringing in the bricks. We're going to have to go get rid of the old school one, but that's okay. The industrial smelter just smokes it. It's kind of like the industrial paper mill. It requires one extra worker, but the amount that it produces compared to the river one. Four houses in this area is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't like it there. We'll place it up here. Probably should get rid of this, but it'll be okay. And yeah, that's about built. Now that that area is done, we'll be able to actually upgrade into electric when that's ready. Let's go ahead and bring all of our furniture into the new age. And looks like oh man, we're still hurting on coal. Let's bring all of them up to the current age. Yeah, do we have enough to upgrade them all to concrete? We do. Gotta tell you, like 3 wood to 72 actual coal. This would be, if you could arrange it, I'm figuring that every single cycle you get about 8 to 12 cycles per year. You might be able to, on the right type of start condition, trade coal for food on the right start condition. Something that I want to actually try is doing some of these min maxes where we look at starting somewhere really hard and maybe doing like a no food production playthrough. I don't know if it's possible, but it's something that I want to try. Let's go through our cards real quick and just make sure we're not getting any wild cards down on our hand down there. Yeah, just nothing in here that we want. We'll take the hauler just because, and again, nothing. And nothing in here. I gotta tell you, the steelwork actually looks pretty sick. I mean, you know, you can see the bars coming out. There's actually animated on it. Pile of coal. We can probably up it. Probably one of our actually more expensive buildings. We'll put a sustainability. We could actually probably put 2 of them in there and make it super cheap. And we can probably do the same here. Go ahead and, you know, upgrade what we can upgrade. Drop 2 sustainability in there. Make it, yeah, look at that. 18 iron, 49 iron bars. Absolutely insane. Let's go ahead and close that out. And it's looking like electricity is only a couple minutes away. This area really filled out. We're really getting it. The whole area is just really, really filling out. I gotta tell you, this whole idea of a desert playthrough, it's a lot more interesting than I thought. Wood's at its target. We probably don't need to be bringing in wood here. We can probably actually look at importing something else. Let's think of a food. Something that we don't have. Now we have milk. We don't have melons, I don't think. Let's go ahead and bring them in. Melons are actually really expensive. And I know, like, part of it is it's a late game thing. Sweet and refreshing fruit. +5 for each unit when consumed. What? Is that an actual tooltip in here? I'm not actually seeing that in there. You know, it costs quite a bit, but it says there's an actual tooltip for that. Is there a tooltip for other things? Yeah, see, like this right here, I'll pause it so it won't flicker. It just says sweet tropical fruit obtained from jungle or oranges. Or orchards. Wait. Jungle or orchards? Is there orchards planned for the game and that's just not in here? Again, oranges, edible tangy, yeah, from forest or oranges. What am I missing with orchards? I don't see that in the, you know, I see a farm, but I don't see an orchard in there. What about the actual coconut? Yeah, that's really weird that from papaya, not papaya, from melon, you actually get 5 gold from each one consumed. I have never seen that before. I wonder if blueberries and some of the pumpkins are that way. Let's see, blueberry first. Oh, come on. Try this again. Yeah, blueberries is not that way. And pumpkins is not that way. I'm having a moment here because tooltips are everything in games. And this right here doesn't indicate that it unlocks that. So after electricity, we'll go ahead and get melons so we can grow them to see if the actual melons that grow say the same thing, because a farming community that is so on Deity, well, on easy, one pleb, one actual person consumes 20 food. On Deity, they consume 80, and they actually consume 300% extra of everything else as well. So all of the actual, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 luxuries, they consume an exorbitant amount in comparison to easy. It's why on easy you can end up with a sprawling empire with very few farms and with very few, like I could probably maintain this with one furniture workshop, one beer brewery, one potter, a few coal. Like I would not need anywhere near this much. In the desert, I could probably get away with, instead of like the 7 or 8 that I've got, I could get away with like 1. All right, let's get those melons so we can plant a couple seeds just to see if that's accurate. Because I'm really curious. Not that money is an issue, as we are just ballooning out in money now that we're working with that actual the mint. Absolutely amazing amount of money that we're getting from that. Is the start of the episode, I had around probably 200,000 gold, and I know part of it is I'm on 10 times speed, and with 16,000 it does add up. But I'm thinking that this equates out to be 8 to 12 cycles a year. Ooh, we can upgrade it to electricity. Let's see what electricity does for that. Let's go ahead and plop this like right over here. And once that's built, we'll see what electricity does to this, because I'm thinking it's going to be crazy. It's already over 8K. What did we actually get? Oh, industrialization, 20%. I don't know what we got the 20% from. I mean, was that... Oh, we got 20% from industrialization. I overlooked that one. Melon Seeds is just about to finish. This right here is all except for this, wow. It takes like nothing to actually build a coal power plant. These requirements are just silly. And what we'll do is we'll probably upgrade some of our mushrooms to bring them up to the actual current age. Let's go ahead and plop 27. We're not going to upgrade them all. Let's drop some productivity books where we can. It's weird. Some of them must be pretty far. Yeah, let's head back down here. Some of these must be pretty far back. Yeah, look at this. Let's bring them up to industrial. Yep. That's better. Now, I know the optimal is probably to do 1 productivity or 1 motivation. Yeah, let's see what a motivation does. 91 to 3 wood to 91. That's really probably about the optimal. And then when we get electricity, which is up and going, it goes to 108. So the actual tooltip says workers work 50% faster, but you can see what it actually does to it, which means it's not actually 50% faster. Now looking at our actual gold, our mint, so 50% faster of this would bring it up to 12K. And it brings it up to 98, which means that also is not quite the same. So let's switch these out with motivation. And we're up to 12K. And that's with 102% on the actual happiness. So imagine 120%, as well as imagine we'll do engineering office next, just to kind of show you what I'm talking about. And let's Let's place these farms somewhere to see if we actually see that tooltip. Yeah, see right here, it just says unlocks melon farming. Melons can be eaten. But it doesn't give me a, hey, this gives you money from consuming them. Let's see if we can get a couple farms in here. Fertility 20%. Here we go. Just need like an 8x8. I've actually started exploring his 8x8 the best, and I'm thinking something a little bit smaller is actually the optimal. But we'll set these to melon, and we'll fix the one that I placed a little wrong, because I think I did 7 by. There we go. And once these start producing, we'll see what they actually what they yield. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yeah, our power's up and going. Now we can actually power like our concrete. Ooh, we can actually get the beams and everything. Yeah, that's a lot better. Then once we finish the engineering office, we'll loop back for the actual jewelry crafting. Nah, we're not gonna get it that far. I'm looking at the time and we're coming up on 40 minutes already. Nah, guys, I gotta tell you, thank you for your love and support through this series. It has been entertaining. It has been educational. I think this is an amazing spot to, call it as we're coming into the winter of year 47. We've proven that pigs are viable. We really have. We've proven that we can live in the desert. And really going forward, I have some plans for a little bit different of a challenge. As I said, going forward, we're going to do about a week of ClanFolk. We're going to move into, before we leave, it's a planet, it's a little game where you're kind of a little dopey sim and you go to space, have to avoid some space whales, things like that. And then we're going to come back to a one city, no trade, no colonization challenge to see if we can get to 2,000 people in one city. Thank you guys, love you for joining, and we'll see you in the next episode.